So I have about tonight's on AEW Dynamite. So 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 let's go break down tonight on AEW Dynamite. So I'll go with AEW Dynamite. I'll go with 8 without a 7. So AEW is not. This was a great entire show. So let's go break down for tonight's on AEW. So this was a great show. So so when you buy something, so I could buy something like Amazon, like AEW merchandise. Like I got my own merchandise is coming soon. I got one T-shirt is coming to the website on my YouTube website. It's coming very soon. So we get one of application on my screen below, right here on my screen below. We get it in two separate ways, and so much more. So let's just start with the first off tonight of AEW Dynamite. So and so here's a next match. We have Darby Allin, here we go, 101 against Pac. So this was our last time in the full absence. After Pac went alongside with Wheeler Huda and Danny Garcia has undefeated Skyflight on the cruiser on January 10th. So Darby Allin has undefeated Wheeler Huda on AEW on the cruiser on January 3rd. So Darby Allin has dived onto Pac during his entrance as a beginning. Yes, it was a brawl fight. After with an into the attendance that the basket won after uh, was award simplex. After a daredevil onto the steel steps. After but once the bell has won when Pac hit a multiple rebound, just clothesline was a near fall. And you're still leaving. W ended with a little bullshit to fight back in this between this a contest. So Andrew's analysis of the Daredevil was tested during getting coming out after Pac. He was to throw him onto the stage, but the tide, yes it was turned after Pac seemed to trick after his ankle was not locked in. And W Allen forcefully went. So I knew this is when this happened tonight. Hold on. So that was a contest. So it wasn't so they were tested during getting counted out after Pac told him yes right. And Pac had seen W Allen forcefully went after Pac and just like and took getting this angle with a hood and tried to make a save with a steel seal, but the Daredevil knocked him out and loosed that seal with a just common drop on this angle. So W and it was a formula match spoken with his of W and cross cutting his mostly will pay off down the line. So I wasn't has a tie and taunt the Daredevil went after Pac with wasn't Cody attacking this angle that has closely sidelined Sebastian even with such a feel it came off the more like a heel toxic. I think it is hard to imagine that WN has a full heel, but if the imaging is correct, a true long-term reversal of the death walls was remain. So it wasn't correct, so Daredevil could make a play to take all his pack, and WN have so much between this chemistry and has a point a forces offense that never on is safe. And just began to the Daredevil picked up and expected but intended treachery to put the dead walls behind him. He has already started to tease his next goal, his AEW Men's World Championship. And just so many pro wrestlers want a title shot at MCF, but if you come has more and be with a more believable opponent too, and just Arnold, and then Darby Allin is giving the history between these titles, and the winner of this match, Darby Allin. After Renee Paquette did a quick rundown on this match, yes it was smart to hold about Kanto 7-step rundown. I think this indicating she may do it more for the Jeff Wallace between Garcia carried both Tomasi, his Kanto 7-step in current category CMLL World Heavyweight Championship during Pac entrance. I just said a placement of Pac on his release cement simplex was it preemptible, sparkly descending WN into the turnbuckle without any head or a neck bump, and Pac so just angled like a serious comment is a post-match and we saw a reversal has worried about on his health. I think it did not make WN final when for the Hosick. It was somewhat surprising and was fucking given the Nancy seal that only when the Hooders got involved in this match to help Pac. So here's the next match we have the Cowboy, him and Adam Page against the Buddy Hollow, Brian Keith. After last time in full asses him and Adam Page alongside with Swerve Strickland, all defeating Powerhouse Hobbs and Hook in a lights out match. Added between Dynamite on Sunday is Silent, Brian Keith alongside Big Bill lost to 6B on a collision on Sunday Sword. After the episode has started with a Samoan Soul announcing at backstage that he had put out a body on pace and was ahead taken by Brian Keith. And Big Bill tied to it was awarded to Animal multiple times to keep the body hollow in this fight, but Spustigan has arrived to take out the big man, Mary saying he was setting up a backshot from him and Adam Page to Brian Keith for the win. Also afterward, the Cowboy has going to the Samoan submission, missing that he would take imaging from Samoan Soul. Domingo and then was born to assault of the oath that he and Hammond were still coming for him. Speaking to Kenny Omega has arrived to tell both men he will go through them and anyone else to on his way to the men's world championship, and also agreed that the best man will get to MCF. After Heyman Adam Page is sports has left of Don Callis alive to silence Kenny Omega to fight Sauce Alessandro, so Acclaim wanted it tonight. But Callis said it will be next week on Dynamite. And it is always fun to play on the Western gimmick of dramatics in AEW, even with the Buddy Hollow had no sense to beat the Cowboy in this match. And they pulled up well in another 8 more compared match in this time around. The force and come back in last year's 2023. Also now on the front of main page. I think it was not the most visible match, but it will be great to totally Bill just has a rivalries but once. And AEW has a clear has stresses for the Buddy Hollow. In sports segment and following it continues to see what the needed man before they are partners in this fight. It will have each our backs. Adjustment between Kenny Omega and Michael was a nice dramatic assault for his own title. His boxing he played really took the crowd, even when he coming home, sending me to a win and matches before it sounds a bit too hard. So Kenny Omega we're facing against Sauce Alessandro is a big match. This history is built between them. Sparkly Kenta Ibushi. Easily it may have made more sense. It was a truth to build this up before they get turned to MCF. After us was sticking, it started really but it turned it be to read. Agent went on to MCF about the title silence to come to him and Adam Page walked into a frame. Agent said to read. Agent said Cowboy Boy to Mega that he would not threat him like he has a best friend, but it just rivalries before and they saw cans. I just Cleo had to explain at last 4 times that he needed to win his matches to earn a title shot. And it is odd he did not set up a match for this week. And he went to the backstage a little. It was mistaken. Put over to speed before Hammond said that he would team up with them to silence the RPPS for the World Trio Championship on decided on a closing. So here's the next match. We have Buddy King. Here we go. 101 against Jonathan Cruz. I think last to a full asses Son Cruz alongside Rob Kirsoi lost to Powerhouse Hobbs on Dynamite. Fight puts it a fight on January 4th at last 2025. Buddy King has undefeated Barrett Brown on the collision on January 10th, 2026. The speaking to Renee Paquette is full interview with Buddy King at backstage into a hype up with Bandito until Jonathan Cruz has to interrupt. Buddy King revealed he was facing Cruz next in a stunning match and joining his opponent to set a ring and making a quick work of him for a victory. After what are in these squashes masses, this was a completing they are hoping Buddy King win, lose backward, and hit up his claims late war title opportunity and keeping him on TV. After however, Buddy King is good enough that he could be fighting more his opponents in these matches. After what it is nice to see one of AEW best just big man in Athens. Hoping this is about the end of his squash match of the is a title era. Buddy King is just on getting the full shot at Bandito for the world title most likely will set up a hair turn. In which will be a same as Bandito still has legs has in an audience. And in the winner of this match, Buddy King. Buddy King was the most of the title match and his second into it onto Jonathan Cruz after winning and King cut a short promo. He was returning Bandito to beat MCF and when big he slapped on his balls at to the end. He was talking about his title opportunity. So here's the next match. We have the 4-way trio number 1 Nintendo's tag team champions is coming soon. Andrew Master in 4 asses, Speedboat Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight alongside of Amy Bowens, lost to Gates of Hackney and Legacy Arthur Coulson on January 10th. Added of Young Bucks and Jungle Zach Perry has undefeating the Demon of Dynamite January 7th. And yes, it was. His name is Sig Dorado. He has debuted teaming with Mark Davis for the fourth time. And this tag team match was from the start, has an all 8-man ball and it out of the ring. Tony Leather and Bullseye Khan caught Matt Jackson with the open gates for the fourth nail fall, and Kevin Knight caught Lana toward Lola, added with a UFO splash to Lana almost slinks it away. Added that the Young Bucks caught Speedball with the BTE Trigger, and Legacy had to interfere to save the match until Single Set Perry attack that a one and only afterward is the following of Gates of Hackney and Young Bucks turkeys all out. A while. Eduardo and Mark Davis decided Kevin Knight were close for your eyes to win. Added the result of FTO has arrived. Yes, we'll seal out a stocky halfway and a ball can be brought out between the teams. Added in sportsly this match was running only in never slowed down. Sparky because of the trailer format, and there was no opportunity for anything but pull and full asses. And it is a while. So, was it only one team could win every single one? Looked like a serious silencer for FTR and a tag division, and that has truly come together again to be a big part of AEW. And this was a massive debut for Dorado, who looked like a document force alongside with Mark Davis and his team. Moment looks like a threat to anyone, even FTR. It is odd that the hair teams are informing, but we have this tag titles match has happens in Astoria, and Mark Davis will be the crown favorites. AEW can play as a heel and babyface, both against the meantime, so that the Jesus both want to be the best. So, after Mark Davis and Dorado are luckily to win, but and that is because to end the game of FTR against Adam Coburn in present case was the tag titles impending always in just a team to visit in. So in the winner of this match, Mark Davis and Dorado. So as you went to the backstage, it was Sky Flight was laying out a silence for all inclusive. Senior Steel will face Mayor Seville and Top Flight, and Scuba Sky will fight Sauce Alexander, Carla Fossil, and Air Cologne, and both Legacy and Don Caddis. So in commentary, for this match. I just set away Dorado with power to the speedball, Henneken into him onto the cloud. Eyesight made a statement on his another strength. So here's the next match. So I was a common space of wrath against Triangle of Madness. Wasn't last year in full asses Chris Denajo, Renata Gill, and Holly Kimmett on defeating Hannah, Mary Ward, and on the cruising on Central Intent and Triangle of Madness alongside Submango Palms in between Marseille Monday has on defeating the comic base of Wrath and Topless Love Bombs and Semi Hero on Dynamite on Blood and Guts on November 12th. I just a comic base of Wrath really one actor Chris Denajo planted Tankler and get Hardy some on when Nana's back for a double body sentence. I just said the sisters of his son broke up, so the pain it was before. So the four asses broke down, and Chris Denajo saved when I get from a takeout spill, and then it took a stomp from the toxic bottle that sailed to the wind for a takeout. And if it was a downfall split into it could have lose a few more minutes to sparkly his highlight to Surrey Heart and Sky Blue jumps to the stretch. I just that followed one was all about the toxic bottle who was too much for above Renata and Chris Denajo sinks the stage for her to the pan to comic kettle. I wasn't even true. Denajo, Renata and Hardy Kimmett looked great together. This match could only end in one way. The Jingle of Madness would be like understandable in trios asses. I get more over in this when the so feel why it was Tingler. Tingler must be Chris Denajo next dinosaur was an AEW Women's World Championship. And it will wasn't make too much sense. Was a sister of the son to on a Women's World Tag Team Championship match from this. And the winner on this match, Tankler, Surrey Heart, and Sky Blue. After speaking to Skyball has confirmed that Chris Denajo, Renata and Holly will succumb base of Wrath when they team and go. After the comic base came out, the dress has ACUNTR and possibly at X. After this match, AEW showed a teaser graphic was a new sign. It might be We Rascals is coming soon. So here's the main event. We have AEW Men's World Championship again is all aligned. We have Sega Freeman, MCF, and we go 101 against Bandito. And it lasted in 4 asses, Bandito has undefeated Sammy Guevara on Dynamite, January 7th, 2026. MCF on defeating Samoa Joe, him and Adam Page is both signaled to become the new AEW Men's World Champion and World's End on December 27th at Lasses 2025. So, after MCF tried to quickly steal the win and just won really well, but Anderson only paid attention only the sole feel that this was going to a long fight. Anderson assault a little off and was blocking Bondil while focusing on his left arm. He's an always world champion. He has turned the tide with a top sculling dive followed by a cross body on the opposite barricade on MCF. After of Bondil combined a person RANA into a cold red for a close near fall. After the assault other of the set the ropes on the force 21 plex attempt then tossing into the heat sniggle and Bondil fought it off but was caught on the further up his springboard with a cutter for a near fall. After the two is seized and nearly pinned late that with much closer to advancing to a fight, but Bondil has into a X knee in 21 plex. After the always world champion was slow to the pin, and it was MCF turned to the pin, into the assault of tossing into a ball was locked and causing Bondil to pass out for the pain on his mental arm. Wasn't afterward MCF put over Bondil as a universal AEW World Champion. He was saying it was why he needed to hold him more. So it wasn't too, but he made such a save before MCF could rip off it on his mask. So, I guess it was as good as it gets for the TV main event. MCF invited with Conic throughout the succeeding to AEW schedule for a mass of a year, and anyone will be looking to the big surprise including an universal and MCF Dinosaur. After the main opportunity for MCF to surprise and just in the drama of this department. After the full as it was great, but after the result was predictable, the always was champion lost 90 in suspended lose to MCF. With even so respect to Bondil afterward, it was before going back to heel mode. After the two men have great chemistry, and that could be sponsored even more is an universal. I think it was into lose true, making it clear that Bondil is not coming back around to silencing MCF very soon. And it is more likely based on Diesel that Bonnie King will be the next one up for MCF, posing at the Grand Slam Australia. So, as meanwhile, AEW should news spotlight from this match to quickly just accomplish the next Sanderson to Bondio on his always was championship. That could also be Bonnie King if AJ wants to test and just offensive more. And the winner of this match, Master Sigurd Freeman, MCF. MCF pulled out of both a Walking Sweet Mingles and Mascota only into his opponent. So 21 Plex set up this referees and Rey Mysterio 619, but MCF played his role in Sunny why he was falling to the ropes for those pencil tees. As this episode has ending with Body King holding up, Bondio has integral wrestling, but King did not turn against his friend Seth yet. That's an overall show. After a while, AEW has a little this hollow level and ring spectacle for Dean on Dynamite. This was currently a title show. The is a main event. The series inhabitants of Boston Congress. After of Bondio and MCF a little on the promise onto the moment, competing on at the highest of this level 12 at 29 and 30 years old. And the date showcased this level of talent it was AEW can have on is roster for more than a decade to come. After the rest of the title show and that sources posting in the results that says the schedules to come. I just think throughout his has debut with alongside with Mark Davis, where was a sparkle match and announcement of the big man independence to the tag team division. So obviously only a shot at FTR and taking a pin Chris Canadian in a clean finish that accomplished the toxic swallow has a muscle threat, just a comic kill and tile wing. Darby Allin put Pac behind him in a great moment that should add even more the whistle sounds for MCF and a Lloyd tile scene. So obviously event was on a point throughout the night, was even with the piece and the title show seal in bed during the hour long. It was Kenny Omega, his promo in Tennessee, and Roddy King's crosses. All it was forgiven down to the stretch. But costly great for Aston in the second hour. So that's not too bad episode tonight. It was pretty good. So let's go between some notes on Twitter here a quick minute. So let me see. So this Sunday night, we're going to hear from FTR what they had to say. So Tony Khan is turning out 43 minutes. Thank you all who watched on Wednesday night on AEW Dynamite. Was some comments tonight. I thought that it was an exciting AEW on TV. I personally you all watching AEW tonight. Wherever you don't see Dynamite yet tonight, it is on at 8 p.m. PT 9 p.m. It is on TBS West plus HBO Max tonight. So it was coming soon to AEW. The Revascals is coming to AEW very, very soon. I'm gonna see to the comics. So, dude, I'm so happy for being supposedly a big fan of yours. Person I know, and you all in AEW. I'm gonna turn that if it's upside down. I think. I really think, but who knows? So, there's a bit of apt to House of Glory Wrestling. So, with Rascals, congratulate to you and the boys. This is drop. I say this like I like TNA, but they dropped the ball with you. You should have been a more champion. You guys will do amazing things in AEW. I can't wait for that coming. So let me see here. Hold on, let me see. So I want to see Trey Miguel against Ricochet. I want to see that match. I think. So let me see the next one. Oh, Monster Singer Freeman turns out 58 minutes. And still a young goat. So it's coming soon, I think. So it's more tickets on sale on right now on Saturday on February the 24th. Let me see. So it's more matches on this Saturday on AEW on the Collision. So let me see in a few minutes. So we have 1, 2, is I'll say 3 matches just Saturday on a cruising. I really think. So I'm gonna watch WWE Evolve on Tubi. I'm gonna watch that one next when I get done here. So I have to remind you guys tomorrow night on TNA it'll be on AMC. It might be on TNA Plus as well. Having to just remind you for you guys for this week. So I'm gonna let you guys know too. And a reminder tomorrow night for TNA. So AMC Networks is now the exclusive home of TNA Wrestling flagship show on Thursday Night Impact. It's tomorrow night. So AMC Network and TNA Wrestling today to announce a major EU agreement to bring TNA flagship weekly television show tomorrow night on Thursday night. Impact to AMC, a TNA new television home in the US. So TNA and AMC partnership kicks off live as a course cartwheel center in the Giants front Wolf on Thursday on January 15th in 2026. AMC will also Thursday Night Impact has a 2-hour block of 4 hours packed TNA wrestling must go on television every Thursday from 9 to 11 p.m. This is a new TNA and AMC. Exciting regularly to the rules on AMC Plus as well. So this might do. AMC Plus is starting next month as well. So just to a reminder for you guys for this week. Let me see. Hold on, let me see here, a quick minute. So, Powerhouse Hobbs still with AEW is up at midnight, and daily resources believe he's headed to a Alpha Select has won. It's many more slided to for more. So, I think we have a debut for him on the main roster. So, new 6-man tag champs is on the closing. I think. So, I always love Hobbs, wishing him the best of luck. So what's next for him? For his near future? He will travel in WWE where they both him, Corey, and they are in and need a big monster I did not accept Hobbs to be leaving AEW with he could stay around. So for the universal, he should get it in WWE. I think he should be finding sign with WWE. I think. So, I wonder if Mark Henry has some, was it with just move for Hobbs. So, this is going to be great site going to NXT and debut. So, a lot of fans was a title. So, we will find out, wait and see what's going to happen next. He might be good at title 1 in NXT. I really think. I mean, roster or NXT. So, hopefully he gets booked like a beast in NXT. I think. I'm really slow, but hopefully. So, that's crazy that he didn't even try to play off of him in exclusives. So, I think. So, let me see what's going on. So, I'll make you guys update on Hobbs sometime this week. So, let me see. Yeah, I heard some news today about R-Truth has 4-year deal in TV Solid. This is a really good thing for him. I'm happy for him to sticking around with WWE. Wait a minute. Leon said when I first started getting into status stress to make Maverick, the rockstar made me feel at home with him for a few weeks. I think I haven't heard from Maverick for a very long time. I think. Speaking of him, so I haven't heard from him since. So let me see. So you might find out when Maverick comes to TNA soon. And we haven't seen him since. I think. So I'm going to wrap this up in a few minutes here. So Blaney Reeves has been moved to the autumn season of the Daily Roster Pace after announcing her departure from the company in this month. So Powerhouse is all WWE. I think he might. So what if this happens? And what if he becomes a top star outside of wrestling in WWE? And Tony Khan has had zero clue how to lose the booking this dude. I think it would be crazy if he appears on SmackDown on Friday before a collision is with his talent match on Saturday. So what do you guys think? So let us know in your thoughts on my super chat comment below. So let me see. So Mike Satanic wants TNA to be a point for all of Washington members. I don't want to hear because of, I guess, like, oh no, I got this indie show, so I'm gonna miss it this date. I think. So let's go to my live polls right now. I'm gonna wrap this up. So let's get my live polls. So let's start with YouTube polls. So we got 56% like the show tonight. Is 33% is alright. And 11% didn't like it. So let's go to my ace poll on Twitter. So I got 2% liked it, 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So I'll see you guys I'll be back here on Friday. So I'll be back right here I'll see you guys on Friday night SmackDown, and so much more. So you can get one Stitzel, Occupied Spotify Radio and podcast, anything, and so much more. So I will be back here on Friday, and have a rest of your week. Have a great night. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.